Everybody has a yard sale these days. I mean, everybody. Everybody has a yard sale. How you doing there? Yeah, I'm back. Yep. Hi, Norian. Hello, Amanda. Alright, looks like we got the Cormark guy. I don't know. It's a hell of a big truck right there. Oh, man. Alright, we're running late. Anybody want a Redbox DVD? That's gone now. Hey, Calimo. That's out of commission now. Oh, man. Please tap the like if you're coming in. Worth it, the fresh coffee. It's definitely worth it, the fresh coffee. Fresh coffee. Get this crap out of here. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Almost didn't go live tonight. I figured, what the hell, I got nothing else to do. Hang out. Busy day. I mangled my phone order all up to pieces, so... Oh, well. What's up, Gray? Well, I wasn't really doing anything. I was working with Amazon. They had that one-day Labor Day special on the Samsung. Well, I'll get into it in a little bit. Road should be pretty empty today. Shouldn't really be anybody around. Yeah, it's pretty good. So I'm making some spicy beef noodle tonight. I guess I'm all out of soup. So I hope everybody, you guys that are working and had a day off today, I hope you enjoyed your Labor Day. Or are enjoying it. Yeah, went to the top of the heap. I did all this I'm all giddy morning vlog, and I'm like, I think it's delivered. It's the wrong damn phone. I think a lot of people will be watching the Boston College Florida State University game right now. I'm glad to get my head out of the mixer a little bit. Last night was really nice with the steak, the mashed potatoes. I wasn't going to eat that salad, but I did get the phone. I did get it's got the refrigerator all straightened out now. Freaking orientation is locked again. Yeah, we're going through the S-curve of doom. First thing we're going to do is straighten out this orientation again. Hopefully we won't lose the chat this time. If we do, I'll just have to give it up tonight. I don't know. It's a goofy ass phone. So, you know, when you're chatting online with Amazon, you're talking to somebody that's in Mumbai, India, or Manila in the Philippines. So things are very slow and very labored. How you doing, Catherine? So please take a second and please tap the like button. It is very appreciated. We only have 6 thumbs up with 40 people in the chat. So go ahead and make my way. Park a month volunteer day. I don't know what that is. Well, we got volunteers cleaning toilets at the parks now to save money. I don't know. We're smoking weed. Hey, Cindy, how you doing, honey? Happy Labor Day everywhere, every day, buddy. Catherine, thank you for the information that you sent me. Today was just kind of a wasted case. Although I did manage to crank out another vintage audio on your favorite amplifier there, Shimei, your 1-watt wonder. With a little better quality rendition these days than 4 or 5 years ago. So yes, you did. Yeah, I appreciate everything you sent. I've been checking out Tamales Bay a little bit. Seems like when people go crabbing there, they're getting small crabs. I don't know. You know, it's kind of like an upside down bay. It's like open at the top and it closes as you get close to Point Reyes. It narrows down. All right, let's see. My friend from South Dakota's there. The hillbillies are here. Hail, hail. The gang is all here. Yeah, very nice. So we'll see. I'm not in any rush. I'm in a more of a rush to do it right. I was really expecting this phone to come today, but it appears that I made an error in ordering, actually. So thank goodness Amazon's very easy about order returns, you know. Yeah, I should have a party in the I wanted to go on a little bit of a overnight adventure, right? But you know, to try out the phone, you know, I was going to go to do a little overnight adventure, but I have to wait till, just have to be patient to get the right stuff in. So I guess are we going to go in park or what? We're not in park. All right, here we go. Now you're in park. This thing's telling you oil change required, even though I had one like 2,000 miles ago, because the guy didn't reset you have to press the pedal like 3 times. Let's try this. Yeah, that cleared it. If you don't reset that after the oil's changed, then the car doesn't know. The car doesn't realize that it needs a change, or it thinks it needs a change anyway. So what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday, happy Labor Day. Been busy, so I got all giddy about the sale that Amazon was having, a blowout sale, which I couldn't even believe it, for the S24s. And I didn't look close enough. It's for all the S24 Ultras, S24. So I accidentally hit the order button for the S24. How you doing, Queen? Now, when you don't change the oil, this thing is assuming that it's 8,000 miles it's gone now between oil changes. So it's getting a little giddy and everything. So I took care of that. You have to put the ignition key halfway on and then press the gas pedal 3 times. I don't go by their warning. I change it every 5,000 miles. So I know what I have to do at 131,000 miles. So I hit the wrong thing, and then I hit the wrong thing for the case, because you always should buy a case for your phone. And that came today, and it was like, oh wow, I went to put a screen protector on it. I'm like, wow, this screen protector don't even fit, you know. And it's like, wow. Then I look at it, it's the S24. It's not the S24 Ultra. Luckily, I didn't go into setup mode or anything. I just turned it on. Back when a watt was a lot. Well, Ronnie, it's also clean watts, and 1 watt will blow you out of a room. You know, it just depends how clean it is, distortion free. Anyway, yeah, thank you. So anyway, you know, what am I going to do? I call Amazon. Hey, I need to return this. Then I said, oh, this is the wrong case. Oh, you have to have a separate return for that. I'm like, I could throw it in the same box and save all the... No, you got to print this return label and blah, 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 do all this crap. So I have no idea, Ronnie, but I just know I want the S24 Ultra because it was a killer deal. You know, hey, Judy. It's like, oh, yeah. I can't help it, Judy. Well, thank you, sweetie. I look like Hollywood. I go into church and everybody's like, oh, here comes Hollywood, right? Anyway, so we'll try again tomorrow. Meanwhile, Bird's been working away. The fridge is defrosted, so he just has to get that set up again. And I'm pretty happy. I'd probably try it the SIM card. Yeah, I don't really need it because I bought the one with 512 gigs, which will do me just fine. The S24 Ultra is it's just a beast, an absolute beast. And I don't want the S24. I want the S24 Ultra because it has 5 different lenses on the back of it. So if you're into videography, like I am, those focal lengths are critical to have for one of the things that makes things cinematic is you vary the focal length. Sometimes you do close-up shots, sometimes medium shots, sometimes far shots, and that makes it really nice. Plus you can shoot nice 8K video. I don't have any program that'll render that. Yeah, your cheap phone, but I'm sure the rendition isn't like this. You get what you pay for in phones. There's no cheating it. And if you do when you do 10,000, 12,000 videos like I've done, then you realize how critical rendition is, how critical the color science is, how critical you don't get rolling shutter when you turn the camera. There's a million things that differentiates a great phone from a cheap phone. So, but you'd have to be a videographer and cinematographer to really understand. But at the margin, it makes a big difference. So, we want to kind of do an overnight a little bit. And, we're kind of geared up. I'm going to be doing a video on the camp stove I got. This is the third one. The first one I had was a dual fuel propane and butane. But the problem with this is that the little thing on the side that holds the 1 pound, holds the canister, broke off. Right? Just went rotten. And I couldn't get a replacement for that because I liked the unit. Hey, Gordon Ramsay. And then Bird gave me a Eureka camp stove from REI, which was really nice. And that lasted a while, and that finally went out. Couldn't get a replacement, so I got the what the heck's it called? I don't know. It's called the Avalanche 2 Plus or something like that. The Everest 2 Plus. It's like a really nice one with really good quality. You can get the new parts pretty easy because Camp Chef, it's part of their line, and I like Camp Chef stoves. Even though one of the burners is kind of cocked up on the one at home. So I'll be doing a video on that. I might be doing a little demonstration cooking on that tomorrow. Camp Chef is really good. So I might set up under the tree and do a little demo with the coffee pot and make a little coffee and kind of dick around tomorrow. So I can't really go too far because they're doing a pickup tomorrow on the phone, so that could be anytime, usually around 3:30 or so. Man, I sure makes life complicated. Fancy, but I start my firewoods and sticks like a caveman. Nice thing about cooking on wood. Since we're cooking, we're allowed in the city to cook over a wood fire. So dig a pit and have a fire and get a whole chicken and just roast that slowly. Going on. It's a kid's day or something. So there's be a lot of content coming up. We've been content barrage lately. I want to take a ride on the train here too. Go down to Larkspur, which I've never really been to before. That's where you catch the cook on propane and your food is going to taste like it. No, not true. Propane burns hyper clean. Hey, Dory Lynn. If it was cooking on kerosene, I would say yeah. Okay. you might have something there. But not on propane. And we're not cooking on propane, we're cooking on a, a pan or a pot. Have you seen the can that has the burners, but also you can program temp? Yeah, I think that'd probably be a little much to me. I can improvise an oven when I need to. It's all about improvising. I have a propane both new and yeah, we have a propane fire pit too. Wasn't really cold enough to run it this winter, this last winter. So it's the unofficial start of fall, just like Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer. So we got 19 days until 19 days until officially it's fall, which is good. So there's a lot in the program barrel coming up. Lots of stuff coming up on the channel as we get ready to swing out and turn and just do some adventuring. Man, I'm so happy I got so much stuff done on the rancho this summer. 18 days. There you go, honey. That door is a little rough on the hillbilly's vehicle there. That door barely opened. So tonight I'm going to make some of the spicy beef noodle, and I really like it nice and spicy. Oh, no, you're fine, Doria Land. I think people worry too much about age and stuff, and we do have a younger driven society, but there's still plenty of opportunities for to engage in the golden years and stuff like that. So I find it very fascinating to relate to the younger people. I really relate to them well when I go out places. They kind of like to hang out. Oh, just regular Chinese style spicy beef. And instead of noodles, I use just like shells. Man, this rig sounds rough over here. So hopefully this phone will carry me into the next 5 years. Hopefully. With really good, I really need to have really good nights capacity. I'm hoping these selfie sticks are going to be able to accommodate that size with an OtterBox. Man, those GMCs are big. How you doing, boss? That poor little dog has got a whiz so bad. Bean sprouts grow from beans, little tiny beans, don't they? It is titanium fiber. I figured why use a K. Just to protect the glass on it. Crab Louie for dinner. Well, you have to look at the way my usage is really heavy, Doryland, and in and out of the holder and dropped in Butterfingers and in marine environments and night streams falling down. I mean, I definitely absolutely positive. The only time I didn't use the case was when I was feared overheating in Las Vegas, and that's when I cracked my screen on this. So when I took my fall, otherwise this OtterBox Defender has just done a beautiful job of I'm not going to replace the screen on this. It'll be just fine. Where the hell are all these people coming? I don't know. I was worried about heat. Well, if you're like me, I can't do a live stream unless I have a cooler attached to the phone. It's impossible. In a high heat place like Florida in summertime or Las Vegas, it would be impossible. After 10 minutes, it would be thermally shut off to protect the phone. It wouldn't even give you a warning to allow it to cool off. It would just shut it down. It would give you minimal service. Hey, Barry, so all you can do is make a phone call. That's it. Because these phones are just using a tremendous amount of computing power to take this image, convert it digitally, upload it to a cell tower. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do 6-8 hour streams unless I had this cooler somewhere here. But you see, man, when you faxed in the recliner, I remember that was my S10. That was my first one. That was sad. S9. You put that baby on the back. The thing was a lifesaver. It uses the same technology as like dorm fridges and stuff like that, electronic cooling with bimetallic differences in metal, creating a conductive current that makes one hot and it draws the heat from the other, cooling itself. And it was heated. Yeah, so, you know, they'll never be able to defeat this heat. It's just how it is, right? There's a lot going on in these lot of ways. These are more powerful than a lot of computers. But it's essential that I have a very good phone. I can't mess around with crap. Because I don't want to carry around a whole studio with me. Right, I used to carry around the Olympus OM-E Mark V with all these lenses and stuff. It looked like a 60 Minutes crew going into restaurants and stuff. And people be freaking out. So... Okay, well, I think I got your link. I don't know if I haven't even been online to look at stuff today, Dory Lynn. Could you just send me the link to my Gmail, honey? So I don't want to miss that. How long before you have to service a dryer? I don't know. You want to clean out the lint traps and things? I don't believe in servicing anything. I mean, you know, my cold water inlet on the LG washer dryer doesn't function properly. So when I'm done washing the clothes, I just turn the valve manually in the back of it. So, yes, Bobby lives in Santa Rosa. Yes, he lives about 1.5 miles from me. Luck be a lady tonight. Yeah, I can't wait to get over to the cemetery. That's going to be cool. I'd go out to Sebastopol tonight, but I don't think anything's going on out there. I don't think a doggone thing is going on out there. Yeah, it's a great way. You got to field test it. Hey Terry, hope you are too up in the great state of Montana. Um, I got no doubt this phone is going to be fantastic. And now my S10 Plus gets relegated to backup. It'll be doing a lot of live streams going forward. I'm using the new phone for cinematic. I will test it on a live stream to see what we can do. Hey, happy face. But if you think I'm going to walk around the streets of Las Vegas with a S24 Ultra, when I get good signal anyway, Ronnie will tell you, yeah, the signal's just booming in Vegas. There ain't no problem. He never has, hey, signal's fair or whatever. We always get good signal down there. So, yeah, especially if you have to run the cooler on it and all that. Hell no. The punky areas I walk through and stuff, shoot. Yeah, happy Labor Day, everybody. Wonderful, wonderful day to appreciate those who work hard. I put that link for the Jerry Lewis telethon too. It was kind of nice to check in that periodically, watch about 15 minutes over the weekend. They have some from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, so it's really nice to, it used to be a real Labor Day tradition. And since they're, you can just scroll forward and find the stuff. Cindy, I had I got all giddy yesterday because it looked like the Samsungs were having a special sale on Labor Day for Amazon. So I wanted the S24, but I guess I ordered the S20. I wanted the S24 Ultra, but I ended up today getting the S24 with the S24 case. So I have to return all that crap tomorrow. And then the S24 Ultra should be here tomorrow. Yeah, I need a new phone. I'm nervous. I've got to transfer all my stuff, or I guess I'm in the cloud, all my crap, but you never know. So I want to get that second phone operational. And then I can just flip over the SD card whenever I want to. I mean the SIM card. And you don't even have to go anymore. It just activates them automatically. And then I'll get, then Shimei, I'll take the S10. I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I'm just going to use the S24 for the camera features at first. That's all. It's like I'm carrying a camera and lenses with me. That's it. Okay, and a tripod, so. And I'm jumping from the S10 Plus to the S24 Ultra. That's a hell of a leap. Been a lot of phones between that. I don't care about their AI phone. Really? Automatic, artificial idiocy. AI. Oh, I know I'm going to love it. I need a very good night lens like that. I love the GoPro rendering, but you see in low light like this morning, it's just awful in low light conditions. The picture is stunning, but it's always sucked in low light. Always sucked in low light. It's definitely just designed to be an outdoor action camera. Now the DJI Action 5, that gives you a little better night vision. Night videography is extremely important to me. Chromal aberrations, when you see like little spheres of light on a video or something because the camera angle turns, you see little white dots on it and that kind of stuff. That stuff is killer for videos. So you need a good, great phone to bypass all that crap. So yeah, I would say it's the most essential part of my gear. So I can't wait to get out there and do some vlogging and then do a night try it at nighttime. Uh, uh, so it's going to be a very busy fall and winter. We're going to laugh at the elements this year since we've been conditioned and can withstand the cold pretty well. We're just going to embrace it once again this year and go out and do fun stuff. I guess, yeah, I don't know if a lot of restaurants are open today or not. I don't know. Looks like Chevy's is. It looks like Grossman's is. Other than that, I don't know. So I gotta wait another day to get all this crap straightened out. You haven't refreshed your screen, Dan. Refresh your browser and you'll see that the thumbs up have risen to almost 30 now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Luck be a lady tonight. I don't know if muscular dystrophy, have they made any progress on that over the years? I don't even know, right? All those 30, 40 years Jerry Lewis was doing the telethon. Would he raise over $1 billion or something? I don't know if they've made any advances or not in it. I don't know. Guy's shuffling in his prison slides. Yeah, they're fun. I mean, it defined Labor Day to me. You know, it was always cool. You could check in all weekend long and, you know, until like 6 p.m. on Monday, and it was a good time. Yeah, I just don't know if muscular dystrophy if they've made any headway or not. Yeah, you would get so much a mile. People would pledge so much a mile. You get a pledge sheet and then have to shake it out of people at the end of it, right? So, Dory Lynn, how far are you from the ocean there in Jax? Can't remember if you're, I don't know if you're a native Floridian or not. 40 miles, okay. That's about twice the distance I am from the ocean. Yeah, it takes me about a half hour or so to get over to the. Hey, doctor, it takes me about a half hour to get over to Bodega Bay. I feel sorry. I watch these videos. These guys drive 2, 3, 4 hours from like Central Valley and stuff to get all the way over there. Yeah, that's a busy airport. That's really the commercial center of Florida, or Jacksonville. I guess Miami's overtaking it now. I don't know. You got a lot of Wall Street types that want to relocate down to southern Florida. It's nice to see Bobby last night. A lot of people just sleep here overnight now. I guess it's a safe place to boondock. Uh-oh, here comes the repo guy. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Yarborough Brothers Towing. I think somebody's going to get repoed. This guy didn't want to park next to the hillbillies. We're on a holiday. It's Labor Day here, Labour, Labor Day. And it's tough to see these guys, 60, 70, 80 years old living in their trucks and stuff. Usually it's a product of divorce. Hydraulic pickup. Oh, I know they do, Jack. I've seen them just haul them off. They'll even sideways, get it underneath sideways, come out, turn it. Yep. They need speed, man. The longer you hang there repoing something, the more chance you're going to have a bad encounter. Real bad. People go nuts. Oh, I put the check in the mail. They already have the check. People will lie right to your face like crazy. They don't care. It don't matter. The other morning it was about 3:30. They were, yeah, you got to, Cindy. Can you imagine being out there after work at 5 p.m. between, between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. in the morning? Are you kidding me? Or 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. at night? You'd get your head taken off. You got to move like stealth, right? Like the people said in here, there's all kinds of trackers on these vehicles now. Right. Yeah, it's a lot safer for the drivers. right? And these people come out, you see it on YouTube Shorts. They try to drive off the end of the thing. They mess their vehicle all up. Well, it's not their vehicle anymore, but trying to drive off while the thing they're pulling while the tow truck's pulling. Hey, Seal. Horrible, horrible. That's a good question, Nick. You're not allowed to really say if you are in this state, so you know. Right, that's the whole thing about concealed carry. You're not supposed to print, right, verbally or physically. But I don't think a lot of people have concealed carry permits in the county here. There was a little bit of initial rush when, when I went in almost 2 years ago, but the rush is gone now. I probably have to renew in December, January again. I got to sit in that cold garage and listen to somebody babble the law for 8 hours. Finally home. I left West Virginia at 4 a.m. What are you doing down there, Seal? Getting some dental work done? Are you going hillbilly on us, man? Are you going mountaineer on us? It is there is beauty in the state. It's generally up in the north. The lower part of the state, down in Hurricane and Matewan and all those places down in coal country, they're pretty rugged, man. They're pretty rugged. But you go up north near Harper's Ferry, you have all these Richies come in from Washington, D.C. and Baltimore now that have all their fancy places on the west branch of the Potomac River. Right, all these fancy ass homes. Petersburg and Romney, West Virginia. Beautiful country, especially in fall. Harper's Ferry is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. I'm very fortunate I've seen so much of this nation, so much of the world. Really makes you appreciate what you have. You start knocking around down in coal country like Peter Centinello and Long Trip was helping a friend move a living. Yeah, that's cool, Seal. Nice, good on you, man. Yeah, there's a lot of history down there. Yeah, hey Zoltan. Yeah, and a lot more to see. So we're gearing up now, Doryland. A lot of work has been done over the last 2 years to free us up. I felt like I had to puke a book out of my system, which I did, so I'm just about wrapping that up. Putting the dot in the I's, crossing the T's. And that baby is as smooth as drawn taffy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the very something for me. Doo 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 boop bop ba boo boo boop 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 boo. Love was made for you and me. Sorry, a long day. I wanted down there again. There's a lot to see there, especially if you come up the spine. You turn out of Kentucky and you go up. There's a lot of Hatfields and McCoy's history right there between Kentucky and West Virginia, and a lot of moonshine and making down there, and them and those hills. It came up to Baltimore. A lot of those moonshiners and stuff. Yeah, Blue Ridge Mountains. You have the Shenandoah Valley there. It's all beautiful, right? Patsy Cline country, right? Winchester, Virginia. Front Royal. You got Luray Caverns. Crazy. Ooh, I'm crazy for feeling so. Do, do, crazy. Crazy for feeling so blue. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Backed up by the fabulous Jordanaires. So yeah, it's a very unusual place, northern Appalachia. There, you have Maryland, you have Ohio coming in there. You have West Virginia. You have Virginia all in there, and it's really prime time. It's really prime hillbilly country up in there. I'm pole shooting. All right, truck. Best on it's sunrise down. So, if you dig the hillbilly scene, it's really solid there in that area. Out near Cumberland, Western Maryland, you start to get a little hillbilly-ish, and then you cross the border into West Virginia, across right there. And you generally find like 8 to 10 cars parked per lawn with vintages from the late 50s all the way up to maybe a 1980 Chrysler Cordoba or something a lot. Bought some moonshine pickles. Well, there you go. Your lucky seal, generally we never liked the Yankees coming down. Hey Vicky, hey Naomi. Right, we all got I got our hackles up when there was a Yankee around. We could tell our Yankee dar went off. Nah, Naomi, I got a sad story to tell you, honey. I ordered the wrong damn phone and case, so I had to return that today. Yeah, hi, Dead Red Sox, and my God, man, don't have a Yankees hat down there. Nobody would know what the B is. They think it's short for hillbilly if they saw the B. But you get in there with that Yankees cap, man. Right? So tomorrow's another day. I got the S24 instead of the S24 Ultra, so back she went. So, that's my fault for being too giddy when I was ordering. But there's so many, it's just across the board. You got to be careful. So Naomi, we're kind of in a holding pattern. I'm just doing some other content and stuff. So, going to be making some beef noodle tonight. It's not, I think middle September, I believe. I haven't heard anything about it. Sometimes people run their mouth and then it just doesn't come to fruition. Yeah, I'm going to Vietnam, man. Yeah, they're going to just give you the truck. No, I'm not using a new camera truck. Same old, same old. Which ain't bad, so. So it's a long, sad tale of being overly exuberant. Yeah, it happens, Naomi. It happens to me. So I got those 2 items to go back tomorrow. Amazon's so wasteful. I could put them. Yeah, live streams aren't so good. Depends where you are. Depends how strong the signal is. In Vegas, my live streams are just crystal clear. Even when I walk around, they're outstanding quality. It's all a function of how strong the how distance to the cell tower and all that. You would think that they would have a sharing arrangement between AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, and Verizon, so you would just trade off between towers. But that would make too much sense, right? So we have 3 different, It's like Coke, Pepsi, and Dr. Pepper out there. But live streams are kind of downplayed anyway now. It's much more recorded content's been coming through. You know what I mean, Seal? This is out where? There's a lot of people here. But when I go up to Healdsburg, it's some years ago I could get it. Now I can't. Hey, JR. I don't know what the hell happened. So, you know, we might race up there and try to do a Healdsburg live stream. Give that a shot. Right. Metropolis. Poor Subway. They're forcing Coca-Cola down on their franchisees. They forced those. Forced those footlongs for $5.99 or whatever in honor of Jared or whoever that pervert was. I don't know. Yeah, it's a space mind blower there, man. That's it. I get more compliments on this thing. Compliments. They like the retro look. Look, I was able to even fix my, I guess we'd call it fixed. I don't know. It's kind of still got a little bit of an angular issue here. And what the hell? The Ray-Bans are back together again after I sat on them when working with the boss. Rosie and Zimbo on the shirt. That's it. Both of them. Ah, what a beautiful night. What's this temperature? It's 77. Yeah, thank you, Seal. Feeling good, buddy. I'm glad you got a chance to go down to West Virginia. That's a darn good area down there. If you like mountains, but not, you know, Rocky Mountain high, but nice Appalachian Mountains is nice. You got the Appalachian Trail and hey June, anybody got a fix on what the score is in the Boston College Florida State University game right now? Yeah, Luray Caverns is definitely worth seeing. Really amazing. The caverns of Luray. They are really spectacular. I still remember seeing them. Definitely worth a trip in. Some caves are like a joke, but like you're not political attire. Yeah, well, I don't talk politics too much, Trog. We kind of peaked out during the time that Kamala Harris took over the reins, and now we've just kind of settled into just our usual flow. I'm sure things will get frantic, and there'll be things talking about as we move closer to Election Day. I think it's really supposed to get hot the next couple of days. Like, how's she gonna win? What's up, Magda? Well, if she keeps putting her foot in her mouth, I'm not sure. She's really not a very well-spoken person. It's no wonder she's avoided the press interview. Hey, Winky, how are you? Which is probably a good strategy on her part. I would say just at this point the election is hers to lose one way or the other, so either make it or break it. But this Israel stuff in Palestine's getting so out of hand now. Right, these people are going to be in a frenzy in Michigan. I would say Michigan's the Keystone State. Yeah, AI bot, that's it, Seal. That's it. Artificial idiots. Like we don't have enough real ones. Right. L is for the way you look. Yeah, the Keystone State is Pennsylvania. Well, it kind of wavers. Michigan's always, you have a lot of, well, you used to have a lot of union people. But the unions in the auto industry have been decimated over the years. Now you have a significantly huge Muslim population up there, particularly in Dearborn and Detroit. So they're not real happy with this administration and selling arms to Israel and blowing up their Palestinian brothers and things. So, yeah, it was terrible, wasn't it, Alan? It got really close to the house. Shocking. I started preparing the rancho, the garden suite, in case they had to come up. Yeah, I'm not happy with it. I mean, it's getting pretty bad when a couple 100,000 Israelis take to the streets in Tel Aviv to protest. It's like, man, and 6 hostages killed. That didn't go down good. So, Hamas has found the hot button to push when they need to, and there's plenty more hostages in the barrel too. So, it's a very tragic situation. So they've reached the point of exerting maximum pressure. Now they're just going to be backpedaling. It may have been going on since the 1960s, Trog, but what relevancy does that have to what's going on today with the acceleration of events? It's been going on since 1917, actually. 1929 with the Balfour Declaration. So you better get your history right. Matters a lot. We're funding a lot of weaponry going over there. Well, you're flooded with, at least I have information. You, bro, I don't know what you bring to the table. Right? It's just like the cracked pot. It doesn't hold anything inside of it, right? It just leaks. Right? Irrelevant information. I know. I'm just saying, Magda. I'm just saying, when you got to understand, Trog is not a 70-some-year-old person. He's in here to just troll lightly, tread carefully, and just do his thing. So it's entertaining. How you doing, JT? Yeah, let them just figure themselves out. Well, we can. We consider Israel a key ally in the Middle East, which. Right. But they don't have an oil industry, so, Arabs have been making money hand over fist, so they can buy whatever the hell they want. Now, what really cheers up Hamas today is to see a couple 100,000 people on the streets protesting. That really cheers them up. They're sensing internal collapse. Don't think it can happen. It could revert to a police state. Man, what a nice Airstream camper van. Nice. So in other words, Hamas just went all in, right? And we're going to see if Israel makes the call. It's like a poker game, all in. We'll send out a few hostages, see how you like that. And you know what else we're on the hook for? For rebuilding that place too. I'm sure we'll be shoveling billions and billions into the rebuilding of the Gaza Strip and all the Gaza and all that crap. Figure yourself out. There you go. We got to be involved. We do know getting rid of that. I mean, but here we are. We gotta butter the bread on both sides, and that's not the way it goes in life, right? I mean, you got to keep the Arab nations happy at the same time. You got to keep Israel happy. So we're the ones that do the tap dance. Smartest thing that the UK did was just hand that off in 1948 and say, you know what, we're done with it. Anyway, that's a tough situation. So yeah, when your own people start to turn against you, then it's very problematic. Yeah, print more money, borrow more money. God have mercy on us, the amount of money borrowed. We should pre-apologize with recorded videos for future generations. Hello. You may remember me from 40 years ago on YouTube. Probably not, but it's Rosie O'Kelly. I just wanted to apologize to you guys today living in huts like Mongolians in Urts. I didn't live the high life. Don't blame me. I paid my taxes, right? I didn't buy too many beach properties and too many rental houses, right? I just had the rancho. I got it for a song, right? You got to be a time traveler, Gordon, right? You got to lay it out for people. Hello. By the time you see this, I will have been passed away for 50 years. Down south, Jesus said, that's it. You need to go back down south, Seal. What you need to do, my man, is you need to go down south there in a big way into Virginia, and you need to get yourself a good old-fashioned revival going on in a tent in September, October, brother. Or else go rent that movie Elmer Gantry and check it out. Get the spirit in you, man. All right? See the snake handlers and all that stuff, all right? You get some good memories down there. You'll start babbling in unintelligible babble. You'll do it all. Oh, man, Jim Jones. How I remember that. Really took a big bite out of Kool-Aid sales. Everybody's like, was it the Kool-Aid? Babble phone. I think it was a cherry flavor or grape. Yeah, Florida, Georgia. Florida is really a northern state in the south, at least in the southern. But Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. Yeah. Flop Tropica. No, I've not, JT. It's a lot of Yankees in Florida. Hey, Rosemary. Yeah, grape Kool-Aid. which is really not my favorite flavor of, I would say I prefer cherry or tropical punch flavor over grape is just too, it's like too grade schooly. Yeah, I could tell, Dory Lynn, you in the southern. Going on a 5-hour walk tonight. How about that? And I don't even know. I don't even know if they make Hawaiian punch anymore. That gave you a week's worth of sugar intake in one cup. You wonder why kids' teeth are all rotten now. Uh, how you doing, Zoltan, North Carolina? That's where my roots are at, of Asheville, North Carolina, and Harlan County, Kentucky. Mixing it with cheap wine. Well, the congressman being shot, Leo, whatever his name is, I can't remember his last name. He went down to investigate. Some family said, y'all need to go down and see what the hell's going down, and they shot him to death down there. I can't remember. I remember Leo or something, congressman. They fixed his wagon. That's what triggered off the suicide. Because they figured, Leo Ryan, yeah, they figured that the military was going to come rolling in. That wasn't the brightest move. Oh, all the time, honey. All the time. And dental floss every day. Yep, got all my original. I still have all my teeth except 2 wisdom teeth, top and bottom on this side. Oh, hell yeah. And I made sure that the kids did too. And the wife would grab those kids and never had a cavity. Still haven't had a cavity to this day. Teeth are very important. Yeah, he was up in Ukiah. I think they sent him back. It's a lot of weird stuff up around Willits and Ukiah and Mendocino County and Humboldt. Yeah, I was starting to get the crowding. It said to remove from one side. Yeah, thank you, JT. Power booth they made out there was by. That's really, you got to have that in there, Magda. We got to know somebody's sexuality. That's critical to the whole thing, right? But suppose the congressman went down and they just let him check it out. What the hell is he going to do? These people are all of age. What am I going to do? All right, they're drinking the Kool-Aid. Heaven's Gate was weird. I remember that weirdo looking turkey neck geek that just another weirdo, and also the guy with Hail Bop comment and all that. Yeah, call. Well, you had right down here in Marshall, California, you had the big West Coast wireless station for Marconi Wireless. I did a video on it on here. Huge operation where they would handle all the traffic over the Pacific Ocean. Maybe one of my moderators can find the Marconi Wireless or Marshall, one of these, Marshall, California. They had this cyanide cult up there that was killed people, and oh shit, man, that was wild. Cyanide, yeah. Right down, right down there on the way to Point Reyes Station. Right, that was a big one. Hey, Lurker. And that's a beautiful substation. That was a beautiful West Coast wireless out to sea there. Huge antennas, gigantic building. And once a year they open it up so you can go in and look around and see. But that was 1914 with wireless out to sea and all that. Called Janet Reno walking. I don't know. David Koresh was a radical branch of the Seventh Day Adventists. Hence Branch Davidians. I just think it was more of an opportunity to take advantage of young people, especially young women. Early days of trafficking and stuff. Yeah, Janet Reno. Well, I don't even think you guys remember the move incident in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where they had all these inner city folks in these houses and had a big standoff with the cops, and the helicopters just came in overhead and dropped incendiary bombs and lit the whole neighborhood up. God knows how many people got killed in the move riots and police action. We sent a message back then. Hey, Ms. Pudwina. I remember the move like it was yesterday in Philadelphia. That was unbelievable. You had helicopters dropping incendiary bombs into houses. Holy shit. Right? What am I in Nam all of a sudden? Like, what the hell is going on? SWAT teams. SEAL, this was like a military, it wasn't even paramilitary, man. It's like a military operation. They lit all those row houses up. Those people were just Kentucky fried right there. Now imagine that on a nationwide scale. Right, you versus the military. Can you imagine people doing that? Can you imagine them doing that today? Down in Baltimore on a hot July night, let's just drop some incendiaries into this shithole. To a point, only once it tips over. Like now you have a very destabilized situation in Israel. That'll be like a little bit of a canary in the coal mine. It gives you a little glimpse into when the people start to turn against the government. Shock and all happened. Yeah, there you go. I remember that. That's when CNN used to report. Well, I don't think the right is much different there, Trog, then. We're just at a time of extremism. There is no middle anymore. Right? The middle has been evaporated. It's been eviscerated. It's been gutted like a fish. stud that's good. I don't know. That was Norman, whatever the hell his name was. That was the first Desert Storm. The salad was not, the refrigerator was not, it was so iced up, it wasn't even cooling off the food that Bird had in there. So now that situation's remedied and good for another 6 months. All right. So I looked at that salad, was all wilted, like it just looked like a E. coli explosion in that. I'd look at the salad and the lettuce is all wilted and funky. I opened the top of it and it's stinking. In Massachusetts, need to go to police to get over there. Yeah, well, that's the way it used to be in Sonoma County, right? There were like 4 gun permits in the county. They were all Superior Court judges here. Otherwise, if you went in and applied, they'd say, yeah, we'll take the application, just give us time to process it. And 6 years later, 10 years later, you're still waiting. And it's like, well, the court said that we had to process people, but it didn't tell us how long we had to process it. So they had a stack of applications about that thick, and the city just turns it over to the county. Santa Rosa City Police, we're going to deal with that. Let the county be the ones to deal with all that. Let the county be the one with the jail. Let the county, right? The city's like, hey, don't tell us. Right? So, right? Then their local court of appeals said you have to issue these permits. So as soon as that window opened, you got to grab it, right? And I grabbed it. But up in Massachusetts, they really have to issue them. They're violating your constitutional rights. But unless somebody does a court case, then it's a moot point. You have to be in Massachusetts and be denied or not processed. And then you have standing with the court. So, but since it's a very blue area, nobody really cares whether they have they will care one day, but they don't care at the current moment. They drove, who was it out of town? Remington Arms. They killed that operation. Of course, I can't stand Remington ammo, so dirty. I'd rather use the Russian Wolf stuff. The cops don't have a gun permit in Massachusetts. Man, I don't know, Seal. It's right. You got a nice civilized state there. I never hear anybody complaining anything about Massachusetts or Boston or Lowell or the Berkshires or Hampton, not the Hamptons, but Cape Cod and all that. I don't, Nantucket, I guess that's Rhode Island. I don't hear anybody complaining about anything up there. Everybody seems happier than a clam in its shell. Well, I'm sure it's a very cosmopolitan city, Magda, right? I mean, Boston is, a lot of people want to live there. Right? You got excellent sports franchises, you got excellent cultural stuff, you got excellent history. I can't speak about the food scene. I sure enjoyed my visit to Boston. The drivers are insane, and then I moved to California, and then I really saw insane. Oh, $40 for a plate of lasagna. Yeah, jeez, I don't know. We tend to limit out about $30 here, but it better be good. Tennessee's where you want to go, huh? So, yeah. Yeah, it's called New Hand Sculpture. Yeah, I don't really know. Another hand of doom, Nick. I don't really know about Tennessee. I know Memphis is really turned into a terrible city. I think a lot of people have moved to Nashville and Henderson and thereabouts. But I can't speak any about Tennessee. Yeah, Memphis has turned into, if the food scene wasn't so good in Jackson, Mississippi, you risk your life, but the food still draws people in. Yeah, just to adjust. I mean, CEO ain't gonna leave Boston, right? Live in the woods, man. You're gonna get off a board, honey. You don't got any Escalon near you. No Modesto. Yeah, Labor Day's a terrible time to go. Terrible time to get a hotel room. Thing to do if you think you want to live someplace, you go there. You get a 6 month lease on an apartment or something, and you give it a go. Like I really thought I wanted to live in Hawaii till I lived there, and after 6 months, I was going out of my mind. In 9 months, when those wheels went up in that plane and took off, I was a happy camper. Sayonara, baby. That's why I like living here. Is really nice. Country in between. I don't know, honey. It's just you're gonna get the humidity down there. You're gonna be hurting for stuff to do. You're gonna be far away from family. Yeah, Cindy likes Arizona. So you really got to taste. You really got to test stuff out. You just can't go burling into a place and just now you're committed. Right, you put all your stuff in storage where you left from, and then you just go check it out. Go light. Don't commit to a lot of furniture and stuff, and just see if you like it. Give it a whirl. I like that part of the country. Well, you got to kind of be yeah, you just, I don't know, Kentucky's like a mix of North and South. It's like Maryland. Uh, Frankfurt's pretty cosmopolitan, pretty nice. Capital. Yeah, Illinois. Yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it. You go in light, you do 6 months, you spend a lot of your time out and about. You decide it ain't for you, you just pack up your sleeping bag, your air mattress, a couple pots and pans, a few changes of clothes, a couple jackets, light, heavy, sweatshirts, one suitcase. Sayonara, baby. Because I guarantee you, living in a place And I've lived all over the world. Living in a place is right. You'll have a real eye opener, honey. It ain't Halloween. Oh, Class C to the next stop. Yeah, drive the Class C or the camper van to the next stop. That's exactly right, Dorley. You'll find pluses and minuses. Right. I just happened to be here before the great inflation hit, right? So otherwise, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to afford here. Yeah, well, it'll save the kids' teeth then, Lurker. We'll give them Pokemon cards. I would like to live in the woods. If, yeah, just I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of hillbillies, and maybe if you could learn how to make moonshine, Naomi, you make a little side money. Yeah, you think you want to live like who wouldn't want to live in Hawaii? Then you go there and the beach smells like urine. You got people that hate your guts. When the trade winds don't blow, it's humid, it's terrible, and right. You go fishing, and gee, if you catch this reef fish and eat it, you take your life in your hand. You might have ciguatera poisoning, which means your whole nervous system is destroyed, and things that are hot feel cold, and things that are cold feel hot, and whew, wow. Yeah, you got to make that stuff, honey. You got to make you got to make some pin money down there. Plus, you don't want to go commercial till you really have the good stuff. Right? Don't sell half-ass stuff. I sold that stuff by the case in mason jars. Guys be beating down the door. Aren't you going to do it this? No, I'm not doing it this week. Ah, jeez, what am I going to tell these guys? Right? Gets tiresome. Lugging grains around and sugar. Fermenting in the cold of winter with aquarium heaters. And, babysitting that stuff. Trying to adjust the pH. A lot of work. But you get a superior product. And you get it for 25 cents 25 cents a pint. 184 proof. 92% pure. Because of the the conquest of Hawaii by Britain and then the United States, and the disposition of King Kamehameha and Queen Liliuokalani was the last one, I think, in 1901. I think after the Spanish-American War, I don't know. No, I think we got that from I don't know who the hell we got it from, but anyway. Right. Then the people voted themselves statehood in 1959. Right. So like there weren't 50 states when I was born. So now they can't afford stuff because the price of stuff went up, and there's no housing. So in the Waianae on the West Coast, people just live in underneath the tarps and mile after mile. And man, if you're a haole, you don't even want to be over on that side. You don't want to be on the bus touring the island all around. You just want to be the hell out of there. Bad juju. That whole native Hawaiian uprising thing started to occur. So, yeah, it looks like I reset the change oil thing. That's good. I didn't need that thing humping me. It depends what area they went to. I doubt if they went to the Waianae coast, especially as tourists, they would have no reason to go over there. You'd have no reason to go west of Pearl Harbor and Aiea and Pearl City and all that.
So we have a lot of cars there, right?
So what you had is the commercial Hawaiians there that make money off the tourism industry. So of course they're gonna be kissing your butt for tips and everything else. Yeah, they hated the Howleys coming to Maui. Well, nobody's going to Maui, and they're all like, where is everybody? Right? They had some big mouth Hawaiian woman, like Naomi something or other. I can't remember her name. It was a big rabble rouser. Down at the governor's, you see the governor's palace on Hawaii 5-0, the originals. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. The other thing that's not good about Hawaii is it follows the English law in terms of property. So you have freehold properties which you own the land, and then you have lease properties. So you can imagine on a leasehold they're putting up the price, and you have these big estates, like 4 or 5 big estates that control all the Alexander and Baldwin, which has the shipping lines and controls all the islands, right? These big estates, Campbell Estate and all these. So there's very little freehold property. So most everything is leased. And the people don't like that British system of land ownership, and right, because they never really lose control. So that's a very unusual feature about Hawaii. You really have to buy a property freehold, but it's a fortune. So if you look up Hawaii real estate for sale, you'll see stuff leasehold, freehold. You'll be like, what the hell does this mean, right? What the hell is freehold? I don't know. If they get too uppity, they could move the forward base to Guam. Who knows, right? And then the Hawaiians would all be howling. God, look at that mess. One go through of Hawaii was enough for me. I'm satisfied for life. Food was terrible. fishing, you risk your life eating what you catch. Oh. There's the food scene is just awful unless you're staying at a 5-star, 4-star resort or something. Of course, we're not charging, are we? Great, down to 56%. I don't imagine things have gotten much better in the way of, can't we all get along, Rodney King, Hawaiian style? Right. Well, you have the price of paradise, they call it. Everything is 20% more because everything has to be brought in by ship. And it has to be under the Jones Act. It has to be cargo between ports in America. It has to move on a American flag vessel where there's not a lot of them left. Right? So Matson Navigation, which is part of Alexander and Baldwin, mega company listed on the New York Stock Exchange. They got you by the nuts down there. It's $1,500 to ship a car back and forth, and hell, that was 1996. Oh. All right. Now, Blackbird, hello. Yeah, there's no need to go back. I mean, if you know, you know. Right? If you know, you know. Love was made for you and me. Oh. Oh. Wait, we still got the Olympic medal thing. Oh, shit. So nice to have an outdoor computer. And if it blows up after 2 years, spend another $50 and get another one. I'd like this one, it's all in one. You don't have to lug anything around. Man, what happened to the Chicago White Sox this year? Holy crap. Let's see, FSU football. Let's see what's going on. Boston College is up 28-13. Oh man. I told you, Florida State is like a dumpster fire this year. Holy crap. Ah, man, you can make money just fading them. Somebody's head's gonna roll. September 21st, Cal plays them in Florida. Watch Cal win. Mm-mm. Too funny. How were your hamburgers, Bert? Good?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Good.
I got this ghost pepper cheese.
Yeah?
It's like pepper jack,
Yeah.
but it got habanero and ghost pepper.
Pretty good?
Yeah, it was mild.
Oh, good. I couldn't eat. I was afraid it would be violently hot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But no, it was okay. I like pepper jack, but I like the cheddar. I made a cheddar with that.
Yeah, I like a really, really sharp cheddar. Thank you, Naomi. Also, the other thing that would shocks the hell out of you in Hawaii is, especially on Oahu, the traffic it's rated one of the top 5 worst traffic cities in America, Oahu. Absolutely horrendous traffic. You have the H1, H2, and H3 freeways there. The H1 is like a parking lot. So I would go surface routes. Hey Timothy, how are you? I would go surface routes, Baratania to get into town and King Street to get back. Stay the hell off the highway. Just horrendous. Non-dairy, plant-based. Man, that stuff is... They have this Amy's Kitchen stuff. Vegan mac and cheese. You have a helping in that, you'll be calling your lawyer. I think I'm too lazy to cook that soup tonight. Oh man. All my phone follies took it out of me. Oh, good deal. Hot dogs. No, I haven't had noodles in a while. noodle ramen in a while. I don't really have any hot dogs thawed or anything. I got to get down below and get that freezer. Just see what the hell I got down there. Okay, yeah, I bet you're tired, Seal. Take care, man. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in. Thank you so much for popping in. Oh my goodness, thing wildfire updates. Let's see. Where I'm traveling. Okay, we'll forget that then. So, I mean, that's my thoughts on Hawaii. They were nice people. I mean, Chinatown was pretty cool, but the food was horrendous. It was not Chinese food at all. It was some horrific Americanized version. That was a shocker. Just finding a place to park, having a car on the island. You better have a place, you better have a parking spot where you're living. I guarantee you. Doot, 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 oh. Well, I think I'm going to call it an early one tonight myself. So, got a few things I should do tonight to prep and wrap up some stuff to be shipped out early tomorrow returns. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out tonight really shortly. But thank you so much for everybody, moderators and everybody else for being here tonight. I had a great time. Luminous, nice to see you. Thanks for popping by. Jerry Jones, Nick, Dory Lynn, thanks for coming in. Rosemary, everybody else. Timothy Martin, thank you. So love you too, Naomi. So you take care, Jerry. Everybody else, have a really, really good rest of your night, okay?